A Buk surface-to-air missile exploded less than a meter from the cockpit of Malaysia Airlines Flight 17, killing the crew instantly and breaking off the front of the plane, according to the Dutch Safety Board on Tuesday. The official probe into the crash in eastern Ukraine that killed all 298 on board last year found that the crash could have been avoided.
In the opinion of the Dutch Safety Board, there was sufficient reason to close the airspace above the eastern part of Ukraine as a precaution. The Ukraine authorities failed to do so.
The report did not consider who fired the missile, but it did identify a 320 square kilometer area where the launch might have taken place, all of which was under rebel separatist control at the time of the crash. Ukrainian and Russian authorities also conducted their own probes into the incident, Ukraine agreeing the missile came from territory outside of their control.
You will see that it was a terrorist act, and everything was planned, and it was even done from the side, and went from the Russian side.
But the missile's Russian maker conducted its own experiments that contradict the Safety Board's report. In one experiment where a Buk missile was detonated near the nose of an airplane similar to a 777, the remains showed a much different submunitions damage pattern than seen on the remnants of MH17. Additionally, they claimed that the missile was launched from the village of Zaroshenskoye, which Russia says was under Ukrainian government control at the time. Despite the conflicting findings, the next step is to identify and prosecute the perpetrators, which may prove difficult.
With the Dutch Safety Board report, we now know what happened, but delivering legal and convincing evidence of who the responsible perpetrator or perpetrators are is a new playing field.
In July, Russia vetoed a UN Security Council resolution to establish an international criminal tribunal to investigate the airliner's destruction, calling it politically motivated. A separate investigation by Dutch prosecutors aims to identify who was responsible for the crash. Matthew Burgoyne, Associated Press.